Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Mike Fractal podcast. Today on the podcast, I have two guests for you guys.
What's up, everybody? My name's SQORK.
You are all used to SQORK. He's on the podcast very often. You know, he's a big talker. He likes being on. We also have a new guest today.
Hey guys, it's me, Crash Jouleson.
This is Crash Jouleson. You may remember him. He was big in the AI dogfights.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen him before.
Yeah.
Posting videos.
You know me, come on.
Yeah.
We know you.
Everyone knows Crash Jouleson. We got him on the Mike Fractal podcast. We only have about 15 minutes of his time, which is enough to make it.
I'm a busy guy. I'm sorry for that, but it's gotta go quick.
On that grind.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know how.
Yeah.
So,
fights
well,
the dog.
Yeah. You gotta dog some fights. You know how it is. Absolutely. So the first topic of today's discussion I wanted to bring up with you, Mr. Crash Jouleson, is what do you think about the dock strikes and the fact that, like, all the water's just getting worse and dirtier, and you can no longer really bore any shit without getting covered in actual human feces because they keep firing all the janitors.
I don't know where you're getting your information.
I was gonna say,
I think
it sounds like you've been listening to, like, you know, I don't like to. You guys know I don't like to point fingers at news sources here, but
yeah.
I don't go to the docks very often, but every time I do, it's very nice. It's very nice, and I
walked down there just the other day. It was perfectly fine.
Like one or two janitors, like really, like come on, like what difference is that going to make?
Yeah, actually you're right. So I've been hearing this. I've never been down to the docks, but never. Yeah,
wait, never, like, not even in the
not even close. I don't fuck with that area, you know.
I get it. No,
it's a high crime area. I'm a big status person. You know, everyone knows me. Everyone wants a piece of me.
I
mean, honestly, there's not much of a reason to go down there. Once in a while, maybe we'll just go down there, take one of my dogs, let them go around. But you know what? It's not good enough for them, frankly. It's such a low class area for my.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what happens to the docks, because, like, you know, it's not like I go there every day. It's like, if I want to stop going to the docks, I can just go somewhere else. You know?
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal.
Plenty of dogs.
Yeah. No. So, in my opinion, you know a more pressing matter?
Yeah.
Those neck rangers.
Okay, funny story about the neck ranger. So I don't want to go off on it.
You're good.
I was down there with my brother the other day. You know GORK?
Yeah, GORK.
GORK? Yeah, they took one of his, like, femurs.
They took one of GORK's femurs?
They took GORK's femurs. I had to, like, shoot him, obviously. Like, we got back. We made it back to the hospital. He's fine. He's doing good. But, like, the other day on the news, because this was, like, a month ago, someone got killed by an axe, and the handle, the shaft of it, was a femur. In the neck ranger area, it's GORK's femur.
It's GORK's femur?
Oh my god.
They're using bones to make axes.
That's kind of metal.
They're eating, there's like all these like animals and critters. They have like the mutant rats and Ground Zero running around. They're eating the rats. They're eating like the corpses off the side of the road. It's crazy. Like, it's truly like.
I can't believe they're eating all of our pets, all of our animals.
Yeah.
You know, I really care for all those.
They can never eat my dogs though.
Anywhere near your dogs, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy though, because ever since
a real dog.
You know, I'm a big fan of Young Killer.
All of his policies, great, by the way. He recently won re-election.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We're not going to get into that, though. We're not going to get into politics on this podcast.
I understand you don't want to get too into politics, but, you know, there's obviously somebody.
Okay, well, yeah, eventually, sooner or later, you got to talk about it, especially when Young Killer, you know, he's winning the district.
Yeah, he's winning. And the first district is kind of the biggest district in all of Psy.
It is.
I mean, at some point, like, do any other districts even matter?
Exactly.
Like, who cares about the fucking political climate of the Outlands, right?
Like no one goes in the Outlands. It's for like, industry and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So, but what I want to say is,
yeah.
I've noticed that, like, there's been more neck ranger activity since he got reelected. And I don't know. He may be in cahoots with some of the gangs.
I saw a video of some punk going up to him, you know, looks like a neck ranger kinda, and you know, it was on those same old videos, you know, like, do you fuck with the neck rangers? And he was like, oh I fuck with the neck rangers, you know.
Dude, he fucks with the neck rangers?
He says that about like every group though. So
yeah, but like they took GORK's femur.
Oh, I kind of forgot about that. My
Yeah.
OCD's been
Oh,
fucked up lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some like dirt in my ear or something. It's I'm getting more ads than usual.
I hate that. Oh.
Yeah. I'm good though. You don't have to worry about me. You know?
That is good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
You know, I was I was a little worried, and then I wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
No, I don't think it's anything to worry about, really. About like,
continue. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, like
I think honestly, with everything that's going on, I think there are more pressing issues. Have you heard about the short? People have started coming less and less to my dogfighting arenas. It's insane.
yeah, I think
I don't
overall
know
people
what's going on.
started. I think I read something the other day where it's like
Okay.
people are starting to like. I think we're in like a recession for like AI content and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's insane. Why would you want
It's
to
insane
go
because
watch
90% of the media is like
things?
AI and stuff. So it's like what people are gonna start relying like human things. Then like artists and shit are gonna start getting paid like wages again.
Dude, artists.
Want to watch somebody like get pounded into the watch the bullets go flying everywhere. That's what you want to. That's what you want to see in a fight, right? Come on.
Yeah, and like,
No.
and like it's AI generated, so you can make like infinite amount of dogfights.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw one. You remember that like old timey singer like Taylor Swift?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually
Yeah.
like I saw her AI
Oh.
into a dogfight. I watched her get mauled to death.
I keep seeing them.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big fan of like the ones where it's like made by the like the indie ones where they have less of a budget because then like the film artifacting software fails and like the guy's leg clips to his body and he like floats back through the arena.
Yeah.
I think that adds like a really interesting level of like.
Okay, all right.
I always think that the higher productions are a little bit better, but you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're talking to the Baron of AI dogfights here, Crash
Jouleson. No, in
Jouleson.
comparison to your work.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
You're kind of at the peak of
Listen,
AI.
I
hundreds
created
of your like AI
Come on.
gore dogfight videos.
Let's not hold anything back.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We know where the real tools are here.
yeah. I hear that the span of the neck rangers they actually do like kind of real life like Coliseum fights.
Oh.
There's, like we're like zombie guys.
They do zombie fights?
They do zombie fights.
I've seen like zombie fights, but I was pretty sure they were like AI generated.
That's what I
They're
thought.
doing like real zombie fights.
I mean, it's probably fake news. Probably fake news.
100%, yeah.
Everyone knows that. Like,
What entertainment are you gonna get out of like the zombie guys? They're just like fucking.
they're not even alive.
Exactly, right.
Unlike AI dogfights, those guys aren't even alive.
Yeah,
Zombies are dead. Like,
I guess
Yeah,
like you already know who's
they're
gonna
looting.
lose.
They're
Spoiler
corpse,
alert,
come on.
the dead guy's dead. Like,
yeah,
like,
spoiler alert, they both lose, right?
Exactly. There's
Yeah,
no fun
like,
in that.
what's the point?
Exactly.
I just don't see the point of getting hyped and all that. It feels like a wasted direction.
Yeah. The next thing I wanted to point out is there's been a lot of reports recently about drug prices are actually skyrocketing.
For real?
Yeah, apparently Big Pharma is doing price gouging.
Dirt's going up?
Yeah, dirt's going up.
Red Pain's going up?
Yeah, it's not even like the medical drugs. Like the medical drugs are staying the same price. But all the hard drugs are going up.
That sucks. So remember when we did that podcast on Dirt?
Yeah.
It was like that was some of the best content we've made.
And Dirt podcasts are so cool because like you're talking with a guy and you watch back the recording, he wasn't there the entire time.
Exactly.
Like
Just
I remember
imagine
when we
the
had like that
reaction.
whole like hour-long conversation with that one like just shadow figure man.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, he just didn't exist, and we just collectively hallucinated him.
It was kind of crazy.
It was really cool. It was a really good podcast.
Mind blowing.
I remember
Like,
being
I-
amazed
like,
by the
what am I-
editing you
I-
did. Like at the end, it turns out there wasn't any editing. I was just like hallucinating all of it.
Yeah, it was kind of insane. Well, sorry.
Sorry. So
Yeah, sorry. What were you saying, Jouleson?
I think it's just mind blowing, frankly. It's just crazy what's going on with the drug. I genuinely think it's mind blowing. Like,
Yeah,
Mind blowing. That's the word I use for it right now.
and all these like semi-illegal drugs, like how are the prices all going up at the same time?
Exactly.
I think there's a big conspiracy behind it all.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait,
what I was
Mike, you got
thinking,
another
exactly.
conspiracy?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jouleson, I know how used you are to being on the podcast, but Mike's conspiracies, I'm gonna warn you, they're always pretty clear cut. Like,
Yeah, and frankly, I've never been wrong.
quite frankly, I don't think Mike's ever been wrong.
Listen. Sometimes my conspiracies don't come true immediately, but none of them have ever been proven wrong. All right.
Exactly.
None of them have ever been proven
That's
wrong.
how it is. You know, you gotta be prepared.
Like, you're
for-
still having a bunch of them, like that snake guy and those AI things. And
Yeah.
Bigfoot living inside. There's a whole lot of your stuff that I heard, and it's like they still haven't been able to prove it wrong yet.
Exactly. They either prove it right or they can't prove it
or-
wrong.
Exactly.
So
And then, even if they try and prove it wrong, I think that they just end up covering it up most of the time.
Exactly,
It's just like,
Exactly.
It-
So-
yeah,
so-
so I say something, it gets any form of traction, and they're like, "Oh yeah, look, it's wrong. Look at the evidence." Guess who pokes it? It's the government,
Exactly.
and they don't want us to know the truth. They do not want us to know the truth.
Yeah.
So here's my going theory with this, and this is kind of a like a building theory.
Yeah.
But I think that
Mhm.
all of the drugs are actually being
Alright.
filtered through AI bots, and it's a big collective of
Oh.
AI that's kind of underground, right?
Oh.
And you know, people say that those big, like, high-level ascended AIs, they aren't real.
Yeah.
I think they are.
well,
You think there's
I-
such thing as the
I think,
AI?
yeah, I think of the ascended AI. It's like, oh, yeah, that's not real. That doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah, because there's like, I mean,
I-
the easiest
I've heard
place, because they've got like what? They've got all that, half that underground like infrastructure and shit just isn't being used right now. You know?
Yeah.
I know a bunch of subway tunnels are down at the moment. There's like letting fucking like gangs and stuff live down there.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, like, there's some underground AIs that are connecting with all the gangs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like all the gangs are fighting each other, but it's really just a mock-up, right? The AI's like planning these battles. And all the gangs are like secretly kind of in cahoots with each other.
Yeah.
So that's why the prices are skyrocketing at the same
Oh,
time.
You think the gangs are
They're
kind of
making
working
it look like
together to
they're fighting
cause
each other.
chaos?
I think they are. I think the AI has goals to just eliminate psi. I think it's actually also working with the government.
Mhm.
oh my god.
You know how
No,
you know how there's been less police activity on the outside and on the
Yeah, I've
inside?
noticed that. I've noticed
Yeah,
that.
right. Like you see all the
I-
police
I
are in the
mean,
in-betweens where everyone's
is that
living.
true?
But yeah, it is. It is.
It is. You can
Oh
see
my
there's
God.
like numbers, and like even
Hey,
if you watch videos,
I-
like
I-
videos of crowd footage, there's less police in the in-betweens.
Yeah. Can we pull up
Oh
a graph?
God.
Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second.
Okay, yeah.
Pull up a-
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to see this. Actually.
Yeah. So here's a graph. And
Holy
it's,
shit!
Yeah, I know,
didn't realize
right?
That much.
Dude, it's crazy.
That is
Okay,
so
that's-
wild.
And what happens in like the wastelands and also the inner city? Gang activity. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like gang activity is being let just to happen,
Mhm.
and that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that unless
Right,
they were in
well-
cahoots with the gangs?
So
Yeah.
the government's working with the gangs to raise the drug prices to make them harder to get.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
because
And
they're already trying to make these drugs illegal, and they're throwing people in prison to do unpaid
Yeah,
work
and-
in like the mind VR prisons, right?
Mhm.
And that's fucked up already,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
you should
Yeah.
be allowed to do drugs, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
any drugs you want.
Bro, my buddy Gork, my
Yeah.
brother Gork,
Yeah.
he's doing time right now. They have him working in a VR Bitcoin mine.
What the fuck?
You know,
Without a leg?
really?
Yeah,
Oh, I heard about those a while ago. I thought they got rid of those. I thought that those were like.
it's crazy.
No, I mean-
I don't like talking about it. It's
Listen,
very traumatizing.
Yeah, I can understand that, dude.
No, that's-
It's really upsetting
horrible.
that they removed the death sentence and then like added the
Yeah.
brain death sentence. You know, like that's kind of
Like-
fucked up. I'd rather be dead.
No,
For real, for
like
real.
there was mind blowing stuff before, but that's like to get rid of somebody just from the mind. That's
Yeah.
a bit crazy,
Sense of
man.
minds.
Yeah, and guess what? All the jails are still privatized. You know, so it's like these giant mega corporations are actually using incarcerated people in order to make more money.
Yeah.
Screw over us.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's why you should donate. That's why you should donate to the Mike Fractal Bitcoin conglomerate.
For sure.
Because I'm great at handling crypto. I'm making everyone so much money. If you invest now, I can double your investment. I can triple your investment. I can quadruple your investment. I always do it. I've never failed. You have a money back guarantee. Like,
And make sure you follow the podcast.
Follow the
podcast.
Subscribe to the podcast.
because we're speaking of facts. We're getting the news out to the people that need to be heard. That the big media companies, they don't want you to hear. They don't want you to hear it at all, right? We're the only people saying this stuff.
Yeah.
We're the only people who are brave enough to talk about these topics, because the government could shut it down at any time. We're still fighting. They could kill us. We're still fighting. We never give up.
They know we're
Oh,
right.
they've tried. They've tried.
Yeah. It's insane. It's insane. That's why you need to follow the podcast.
I tried. I swear they've been trying to cancel me left and right, but it's not happening. I will keep speaking. We will keep speaking the truth.
Yeah.
I will keep speaking my message.
Yeah. The next thing that I
Oh
have.
my god! I just realized, Crash Johnson. How are we doing for time here? Don't you have that? Didn't you have that thing?
I can stay for a little bit longer. I think that it's, I think
Alright.
it's important enough. But like,
We have time for like one more topic.
We
right?
can wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more topic. So
exactly.
my last topic on this is that there's been people talking about the world being a simulation.
That's.
I don't think this is some evidence for that theory.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that makes
I don't know what they're talking.
People are saying that they are seeing glitches in their everyday life. Here's what I say.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's the smog in the sky causing break.
I think the
temporary
air
growth.
quality.
I think it's the air quality.
I think if it's anyone to blame, it's the air quality.
And guess who's saying this? It's not the people living in the hills, right? And it's not the people living in the hills. It's not the people living, in the nicer areas. It's the people living in the slums, in betweens, where the air quality is the worst because there's all those industrial plants that are turning out carbon monoxide.
Yeah,
right?
and they're just destroying everything.
And they're
destroying
burning bodies and stuff down there.
Yeah, like they're burning, all the gang activity.
They're burning drugs. Like, there's so much nasty shit in the air down there.
So
much.
Yeah, I think, and honestly, any of the electronic glitches, you could also explain that.
Mm-hmm.
Ascended AIs being in our infrastructure.
See,
right?
that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense, right? That makes a lot more sense.
You think they're making us see things? You think they've got into our minds a little bit? Oh my god!
Because guess what? We were talking about that. The RCDs.
The RCDs.
If they get in the RCDs, they can make us see. They can read our minds.
Yeah, exactly.
Control us.
Right.
It's just the AIs, the high consciousness AIs are just like living throughout people's brains.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. But that's all the time we have for today's episode.
Yeah, I do gotta go.
Again, check out. We'll link the AI dog fights in the description of this video, and we'll link it in all of the 10 seconds clips. We will post to Side Talk. So we're all good. We're all covered.
That would be great. Thank you very much.
This
is Crash Jouleson.
Yeah, this is
Heading out.
And this is Mike Fractal. See you on the next episode.